Hi traders! In today's video, I am going to talk about how the new US presidency is going to affect and shake up the markets. First of all, you are going to be experiencing higher market volatility, especially when the transition is happening. When the transition is happening. This is why I recommend you to treat it something like you treat, for example, a period like the holiday markets or when a pandemic is breaking out, because this transition is going to shake up the world economy. The other thing is that markets can shift based on the new president's um, policies and especially its perceived winners and losers. So, not really the actual winners and losers, but the perceived ones. It is kind of like the whole stock market. Like you believe in something, so you bet on it, and so many other people are betting on it, and the economy is going to feel it because this presidency most likely, like it has a higher possibility to happen than not, that it is going to be a more like intense one, higher volatility one. And so if the market participants are feeling that the president is going to favor a certain group, certain people, industries, leaders of huge companies, like sectors, basically, more, then the whole market is going to bet on it because this is what the stock market is doing. The investment banks are doing. They know their things, and the perceived losers are going to lose a ton more than their actual, like, I don't know, losing capability or losing potential is, or value decrease is, based on this new presidency. If you are a forex trader, really listen to the news at this time. If you are a manual trader, and watch out which countries are the perceived winners of this new presidency, and don't really bet against them, at least for the first period, because after that we don't know what is going to happen. If you are an EA trader, if you can, use dynamic exits, use spread filter, use fixed stop loss, and as for my recommendation, use a lower risk than you would usually use, especially in the transition period, because of course you can be right if you're a gambler. If you are right, then it is great. If you lose, it is part of the game. But if you are a forex trader, of course, losing trades are part of the game as well, but you are taking a more measured approach, which is going to lead to something unique, which is like it is kind of eliminating the gambling effect in a way that you are not going to blow your account or lose all your money if the market is going against you, because you have safety nets. So, and you can continue trade and continue to grow even if you are losing the streak. So it is important. You have to look for the currency fluctuations, because if the dollar is going to be more like, if the dollar is going to be stronger because of policies, because of perceived um, ideas, because trade agreements, because new territories, who knows what is going to happen, then it is going to weaken the emerging economies. And why? Because they have debt in dollar, and if their debt in dollar is increasing, and at the same time the dollar value is increasing, then they are going to have more debt, uh, and it is like kind of an not a linear growth of debt, but it is an exponential one. So emerging economies are always feeling this kind of market changes. But of course, if you're a trader, you can use this to your advantage, and you can bet on the US dollar and against emerging markets. And here we are not talking about if it's good for the entire globe, the population's socioeconomic development, or at the end, even for the US dollar. But we are looking at it for a certain time period, and that in that certain time period, it is going to be good for the dollar if this is the case. And look for signs, because if the dollar is going to decrease in value, then you can put your positions, for example, on gold, or you can put your positions on US exporters, because if the dollar is less valuable, then more export is going to flow to other markets, because more countries can buy US products, because for their currency they can buy more dollar, and therefore more product from the US. And so commodities especially, and gold is going to increase if the US dollar is going to be weak. So for the end of this video, I wanted to tell you that markets can really react negatively to administrations that are taking the slow steps. It is like kind of a trick. It is strange. But if they are taking it slow, they are not clear what they are going to do, then the markets are going to be worse. But of course, the currency markets are very interesting, because now tens of millions of people are participating on it on a daily level, and like just in the markets directly. And I am not talking about the economies, of course, because that is billions, but in the currency markets as traders. And this can really change the prices. And really, if you are taking it seriously, I could say like a top 1% of traders are taking their trading like as we do, who are watching this channel, like based on very hardcore price action patterns and indicators and all these kind of stuff. And most people are deciding based on emotions and ideas. And if a new administration is looking like they are doing stuff, they are confident, they know what they are doing, and they are fast, then most traders really are really going to take the opportunity to trade in favor of that particular currency, because it is just an emotion, and institutions know this, so they are doubling down on it. And this is an interesting situation. Of course, then a point can happen when retail traders are losing all their money from that upside movement. But of course, at that point, all the investment brokers, institutions, and hedge funds are already out of the market, and so they don't lose a penny. This is just the reality of the market. So be aware that even if if you are taking these kind of trades as a manual trader or an EA trader, make sure to take out, like cash out in time. I hope this video was interesting for you. If you want me to make more videos about this whole period that we are heading towards with this kind of a new world, like I could say this every year, basically, in the last years, let me know in the comments, and I'm going to make more videos. Ciao.